Okay, ano lang, I'd like to ask kasi it has been, we talked about it in a lot of our Ask Us Anything episodes, and HRs now are masungit by nature. So does that affect the dating chances?
Okay.
Uh-uh.
I do not believe na lahat ng HR masungit by nature.
Uh-uh.
Kasi nga, iba, human resources, we interact with people. But I would like to flip that question. I mean, no one wants to be with anyone who is masungit. It's a simple fact, diba? Parang even with a friend, our friends are not masungit. So, two things about that. Please do not believe that you are masungit. Please do not give yourself the label na you are masungit or na an entire industry is composed of masungit people. Okay? And then, pangalawa is, if you want to create connections, you really have to be the kind of person who is easy to connect to.
Mhm.
And that applies to everything, not to friendships, to your family, to workplace situations. Kasi relationships nasa workplace din eh, di ba? Important rin ang, especially right now, relationships among co-workers now that we are not seeing each other the way that we used to. So in all relationships, we have to be, it's a give and take thing. We want to connect with people, but we have to be the kind of person who is easy to connect with as well. So it's really a challenge. It's not about what's happening. It's not always about what's happening. It's also about how are we responding and how are we growing and evolving based on what is happening.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Eileen. Okay, so we will get back to you. Okay, so we'll just
Okay.
welcome, okay, our HR expert on EQ and wellness. Okay, Miss Daphne Granfil, how are you?
Wait, late. Sorry. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay.
Traffic.
You're
In love,
wearing
in
red.
love. Yeah, I know, I know. It's well, hopefully this color of mine would add up color to what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. So, Miss Daphne, can you tell us what you have been busy with? I understand that you just concluded your talk also with Job Street, with Philippines HR group, okay, about
Yes.
wellness. So how is it? Okay, is it more stressful now? Is it calmer now?
Oh, well, yeah, well, we see naman the numbers. We see what's happening outside. It's becoming even more challenging and still changing. So I think we are not yet normalized in a sense. But
Mhm.
just like what I said during my talk, you still have a chance to choose your normal at this time, at this time. So what I've been busy about is also thinking of other ways to help the society with whatever talent or whatever programs I have in mind. Nagbabago rin, syempre, kasi nagbabago lahat.
Mm-mm.
Mabilis, no? So, just to keep us up, there are some certain ideas I have in mind, actually, that will soon come. No, you will know this through Facebook and other social media platforms we have.
So how can employees better cope with, stress and some kind of conflict arising from misunderstandings on, certain policies like SBWS,
Yes,
SSS.
so many.
Uh, so how can we better cope? How can HR, what kind of things or techniques can HR employ to better assuage their employees, Miss Daphne?
Well, like I said during the talk, that you have to talk more, social talks with your people, because what behavior they show you up front may not be what's really inside. I believe that everyone is in confusion. Okay, if confused na tayo noon, mas confused na tayo ngayon. Okay, because we're not getting all the information. It has something to do with expectations. So that's one thing. I mean, have more social talks, you know since during break time, I believe everyone is using the social media, no, pampalipas oras nasa social media tayo. But if you can have a small talks,
Mm-hmm.
at least to get the story, kamusta ang araw mo, kamusta ang pamilya mo, the feeling of belongingness is something that can lessen the stress, you know and the change around us. Meaning, maganda kasi may kausap tayo, parang nasa same boat lang pala tayo. You know, we feel like we're not alone. Although sa work, well, like I said, how do you cope up with stress? I think you also have to manage your realistic expectation to what's really happening. Na talaga magbabago lahat ng policy. Kung ngayon A, mamaya B, mamaya C, may pagbabago na naman. We have to open our doors for some agility. Mas kailangan flexible ka. Mas flexi ka pa. Kung flexible ka na, dagdagan mo pa ng flexibility. So expectations, like I told them to live at the moment. Okay? At the moment. Kung ngayon nakasakay ka, nakapasok ka ng maayos, bukas pwedeng hindi. You know, so we always have to accept all these things around us. Okay. As long as you have your job, you're okay. That's what we're, you know, we're trying to say. As long as you have your job, may stress man sa trabaho, mas stressful pag wala ng trabaho. Yes?
Yeah, wala ng pera.
Tama.
Exactly. So that's mas stressful yun. So habang meron dyan, manage mo, no? Manage mo yung stress. You're still blessed, like what I said during the talk.
Okay. So, thank you for those, balikan natin, okay, some coping mechanisms for employees, okay? So, let's go to Jonecca. Jonecca, from your end, what kind of questions have you been getting this week or for the past month?
Nakakatawa na during this quarantine, ang dami kong friends na nagsasabi na pag natapos tong quarantine na to, mag-aasawa na talaga ako or magde-date na talaga ako. So, ganun yung reaction lagi ng mga single kong friends. And kagaya nga nung sabi ni Ken na para sa mga mag-partner, sa mga mag-asawa, ngayong quarantine lang sila nakapag-usap talaga and nakapag-bonding, quality time. Ayun. So, it's really helpful. Lalo na sa may family and mas nakakapag-spend ka ng quality time sa yung loved ones. Pero ayun nga, paano kapag single ka? How do you date? And like the businesses around, yung new normal with the businesses around is online meetings, online events. Ngayon, with dating, it's the same. It's going to be online.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? If you want to interact with someone, if you want to date with someone, consider it na you would be like an LDR. Kumbaga, para kayong long distance relationship na you
okay.
only talk through face Zoom or Skype or Messenger na lang kasi 'di ba may ECQ and it's bawal. Diba? If you really like that person, 'di ba, you would wait and make sure, sabi nga ni Coach Aileen, is to communicate. Learn how to communicate using chat online or even tawag will do. 'Di ba? And yun nga, if you're dating pa lang, nandun yung longingness. Walang human touch. 'Di ba? Hindi mo mahag or hindi ka makapag-holding hands. So at least if you see it on the brighter side of things, mas mamimiss mo yung taong nilolong mo or yung kadate mo, 'di ba? Mas magiging excited kayo when you meet that person.
Well,
So,
kasi kasi me and my husband, we have social distancing. Okay. So he sleeps at night, okay, and then I'm awake at night. Okay, so para hindi daw magkasawaan. Anyway, so Miss Glenda, kamusta naman sa you have a dating site. So how many couples have found happily ever after?
Yung umamin, tatlo.
Wow.
Yeah. So the first couple emailed us. Pero kasi kadalasan ng couples na nagkatuluyan sa site namin is Filipino-Chinese couples. So, yung first couple nag-email, yung pangalawang couple tinag kami sa Facebook. Yung pangatlong couple kakilala namin. Kaya yun. So, I'm happy na maraming tao ang into online dating right now kasi syempre it's more of getting to know people. So what what are the perks in online dating is that at least you get to see or have a lot of choices, kumbaga. So, hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo, pwedeng 10. Pero syempre, we have to still be vigilant with regards to online dating kasi hindi naman lahat ng nasa online totoong tao.
Okay. Kasi hindi naman, I existed during the time na wala namang masyadong online dating. Merong Friendster.
Yeah.
Wow. So, it's so, okay, dated. Okay. Anyway, Donna, okay, how about you? Si Donna kasi, okay, she probably experienced online dating or maybe, love at first sight siya. Hi, Donna.
Hello.
Can you tell us
Good
your
evening,
love
everyone.
story?
Hindi kami magkapit-bahay kami.
Oh, tino.
Magkapit-bahay kami. So nag-meet kami nung nahulog ako sa puno. Ganong bagay. Yeah.
Anyways, ka ng puno, tapos kwento mo
Tapos
naman.
nahulog ako, siya yung nahulog. Tapos nagtuloy-tuloy na yun, ma'am.
Na-fall ka talaga.
Pero may question naman. May question ako for everyone. Sa mga love experts natin dyan na magaganda. Kailangan ba talaga na to be in a relationship or to have a partner to be happy? Bakit hindi pwedeng maging happy lang na ikaw lang with your family? Bakit kailangan
Pwede naman eh. Hindi naman talaga kailangan. Depende sa
Okay.
tao talaga. Actually.
Alright.
I actually have, so sometimes I conduct workshops. And then, there are some women who come in thinking na kaya sila nag-workshop kasi is there something wrong with them na yung naglalaban yung message. On one hand, they think, because they're comparing themselves with others, they think, I'm at this age, I should be married by now kasi yung mga friends ko married. But then, when I work with them, and I realize yung parang we are able to discover what their real perceptions are about marriage and being happy, what they realize is that they are happier alone. Merong ganon. So, that's also a good thing. But kasi love and relationships is not just about romantic relationships. You love for family, love for yourself, love for your friends. And it always starts with you getting to know yourself. Kasi in whatever kind of relationship you get into, even yung improving your relationship with family members, you have to know yourself. Kasi dun nga nag-uumpisa maraming away eh. We expect other people to understand us, pero we don't understand ourselves, and we are not able to communicate to other people ano yung expectations natin, ano yung kailangan natin, tapos nagagalit tayo kasi hindi nila mabasa yung iniisip natin. That's why it always has to start from us having a very good relationship with ourselves. And if knowing yourself means realizing you are happier alone, then do what you need to do to make yourself happy.
Agree ako with Coach Aileen. And ako, if you'd ask me, when you're 30s kasi, let's say your 30s and your 40s, yung pressure na galing sa family mo and the society na wala ka pang pamilya, wala ka pang anak, doon manggagaling eh. I mean, yung judgment from other people and yung expectation ng family mo from you, syempre na andon and nadadala ka with that. And sabi nga nila, you can't be happy with someone if you're not happy with yourself.
If you're not
So,
happy alone,
everything starts with yourself. Okay? When you love yourself, then others can love you too.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need someone to be happy. Kasi happy ka na sa sarili mo eh. Kumbaga, you have that self-love. And when your self-love is flowing, automatic na siyang maibibigay mo sa iba eh. Maibibigay mo na siya sa gusto mo or even sa family mo.
Yeah.
So, it starts in you. It starts from you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And having healthy self-love, just to add to what Jonecca is saying, having healthy self-love allows us as well to recognize healthy love when it comes from someone else. Kasi it's already familiar to us. If we don't know how to love ourselves, yung real love, hindi lang yung ibig sabihin ng yung pag you just give into your cravings, that's self-love. No, that's yun yung shallow level. Pero when you really know how to give yourself healthy love, then when someone else gives you healthy love, you recognize it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Glenda? Can you have
I'd like
any?
to add, I'd like to add.
Si ano?
Sige, si
Si Miss
ano
Daphne.
muna. Si Miss
Yeah,
Daphne.
well, can I add something also? Yeah, it's good that women have that kind of mentality now, really. Basing it from the era, ano ba sabihin ko? Okay. Iba era namin nun. Pero totoo yan, may pressure sa family yun. Pressure sa friends. You compare yourself eh. Diba? Bakit siya? Pero parang gano'n din yung tanong. If I will rephrase the question, for example, and you're saying that kailangan bang merong kang partner, okay, in your lifetime, okay? And I agree that it's a choice, okay? It's a choice, okay? It's the same question if I say, kailangan bang isa lang ang partner? It's also a choice. Di ba?
Dapat marami.
Mas masaya yun. Tawag
Actually,
ko na
mahirap
eh, no?
sa time
Mas masaya
management.
yun, pero mas magulo yun, di ba? But what we're saying
Mahirap
here,
sa time management.
yeah, mahirap yun, di ba? But I think it goes also with the kind of person you are really, you
Yeah.
know. Before kasi sa amin walang self-love eh, sa panahon namin eh. You know, we have a parent. If we go to the generation, our parent is traditionalist. Ay hindi, baby boomer pala. Okay, we came
The silent generation.
traditional sa mga lola namin, yes. Okay, baby boomer ang mother ko, kami Gen X. So imagine mo yung trail. Okay, yung trail na expected nila when you reach this age, 26, 25, 26, okay, medyo magtatanong na yan. Okay, so it has something to do with the culture. Okay?
Yeah.
Hindi ka nag-asawa, may problema ka. Okay? O kakaiba ang buhay mo. Parang ganun. Okay, kaya lang hindi naman kasi lahat nagbo-bloom sa same age. Yes?
And it also depends on kasi yung family environment. Kasi sa akin naman, although I'm a Gen Xer, I was actually pinipigilan nga ako sabi, wag kang mag-asawa because we want you to be forever our baby. Oh, diba? Pero okay, so but yun nga, I actually agree with what Jonecca said na if you have that self-esteem, if you have a healthy self-esteem, whatever you call it, you don't really need, you're not really that pressured to have a boyfriend. Kasi si Hobby, I met him, he was my best friend. And then nagka-developan na lang ganun. So we knew each other for a long time. And then we got married recent. Mga 2012 na lang kami nagpakasal. So, hindi siya ganun. I was not pressured to really get married or to really have a boyfriend by my parents. Yun. Si Ken, pressured ka ba magpakasal?
Si Ken kasi nag-iisa palang guy
Oo.
natin.
Oo. Ken,
Si Glenda muna. Si Glenda muna sasagot.
Ken.
Na-pressure ka ba?
Hindi. Ano yan? It's a choice eh. Di ba? I mean,
Yun.
pero si Glenda muna bago ako sumagot. O Glens, ano ka muna? Share ka muna.
For me kasi, being alone and lonely are two different things. So, kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin, di ba? Kasi lagi natin na-associate yung pagiging single na lonely, di ba? Or alone. So, sa kakapanood natin ng mga Korean novellas, di ba? Na, ay nako, ano ba yan? Kailan darating ang jowa ko, Papa Ball, mga ganon. So, technically, the conditioning of the people think na kaya ka lonely, kaya ka alone kasi single ka, di ba? So, for me, in my own perspective, totoo po yung sinabi ni Miss Daphne na being single is a choice. So, kung single ka man, hindi dahil sa circumstance, hindi dahil sa pamilya mo, hindi dahil sa ibang tao, kundi dahil sa'yo. Dahil ikaw ang pumili ng estado na yon, di ba? Kasi marami namang ways na hindi maging single eh, di ba? Pwede ka naman talagang mag-online dating, pwede ka rin makipag-personal dating, di ba? Pero choice mo yon. Lalo na yung mga iba na no boyfriend, no girlfriend since birth, it's their choice kung bakit yun ang estado nila. So, for me, ang pagiging single, hindi dapat natin siya i-connect sa pagiging miserable or pagiging alone. Dapat i-connect natin siya na choice natin yun. So if you want to be happily single, then kasi sabi nga nila pag may partner ka, di ba mas masaya? Sa mga may asawa dyan, alam natin na that's why we want to have a partner because mas masaya. Masaya naman tayo na single eh. Pero pag mas may kasama tayo, mas masaya. Kumbaga, double happiness.
Okay. Ikaw,
Ayun.
Ken, are you triple happy?
Oo naman, quad happy. Siyempre. Hi sa wife ko. Mamaya pagising niya, mapapanood na to. Pero siguro,
Galing sa ilong yun, Ken.
ha?
Joke.
Okay. Yung sa akin naman, coming from a coach perspective, um, everyone has their own definition of happiness eh. Okay? Pag tinanong mo, what makes you happy? Minsan ang hirap sagutin. Pero mas pahirapan pa natin, what really makes you happy? Mas mahirap na siya sagutin. 'Di ba? Pero it's a question that could last forever. Kasi minsan, what makes you happy right now would not make you happy in a couple of days. 'Di ba? So,
That's true.
ang tinitingnan lang natin dito, everyone has their own driver that makes them decide or anything. So some are more centered with relationships, some are centered with other things, business, 'di ba? Masaya na sila sa business, ganun eh. Pero syempre, if your driver is relationship, ang laking factor na makahanap ka ng partner mo, 'di ba? So, ang masasabi ko lang is tingnan niyo lang tong concept na to. Beyond self is marketing. If you think about it deeper, ang may isip mo lang dyan is your happiness, your version of happiness right now is probably ingrained by society. So find the feeling, feel it, and when you feel that you're happy, even being single, I mean, that's life, man. I mean, pero if you make a choice, if you really believe that you'll find happiness with having a relationship, then make a choice. Again, sabi na nila yan, make a choice. Go online. Online dating, I met my wife online. Okay, Cupid, di ba? I mean, I studied online dating. I'm coaching people right now for online dating and some stuff. So, it works. So, decide ka lang and get to know yourself better. Yun lang. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go from another perspective. Okay, so let's ask. Okay, how about people who feel underappreciated at work? Okay, by their bosses. What can we tell them? How can they cope with it? How can they reverse that? Okay, so Miss Daphne.
Underappreciated.
Oh, kasi like people who cannot find love. Okay, so this is on a personal perspective. But how about people at work? They feel underappreciated. Nobody can see what their worth. Okay, parang ganon. They feel that they miss out on promotions because their boss doesn't see their strengths, what they can do.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to look at two perspectives here first. Pag kasi tayo full-time work, araw-araw tayo magkakasama eh. You know what I'm saying? So we get too familiar with each other. That sometimes we're not really showing appreciation, but we didn't mean anything. Baka ang dating, hindi ka na-appreciate, pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi ka na-appreciate. Kasi magkakasama tayo araw-araw. You know, sometimes you expect a coworker or your boss to appreciate what you did, but since we see each other every day, it's no longer as special as it is. You know, that's one. Maybe you have to check on yourself also. Baka naman, wala namang minimin na hindi ka na-appreciate. Now, if ever naman na dumating sa point na na-underappreciate ka na for whatever reasons, the only person you can really control is yourself. Some people, we have different ways of appreciations, just like different languages of love. They said they have 5, no? We have 5 kinds of ways to express love. So, but love and appreciation sometimes are not the same. Okay? They're not the same sometimes. Okay? Mas intense ang love, syempre. Okay? Mas intense ang love. Probably you can also, well, if you're, how do I say it, confident enough, strong enough to ask and talk to that person, why not? Kung kaya mong i-bring up yung emotions para matapos na kasi dala-dala mo yan Diba? Mahirap yan.
Boss, ang dami ko ng reports na ginagawa, diba?
Yes,
Bakit?
Parang hindi ako na-appreciate. So maybe you'd like to open yourself to the person or either boss or a colleague and tell your piece, and you say, this is how I feel. So I just want to know, validating the emotions to someone else. I'm not sure if you would. Typically, hindi gagawin ng tao yun, no? But I think you have to go back to yourself again and say, I'm doing the job, so I think I have no reason not to be underappreciated if it goes back again to self-love, right? So if you're not hurting anybody, that's appreciation enough, isn't it? No,
okay.
I think it's something that you have to also tell yourself, wala naman akong masamang iniintensyon o ginagawa. Then I think I have to start self-appreciating myself, no?
Okay, I have a question, love, for Donna and Miss Daphne. Do you think that Filipino employees are too sensitive?
Yes. Yes, sometimes. Yeah. Yes.
So sensitive. Oo. Yeah.
Like what are the behaviors that you've seen at the workplace? That's why you can say that they're too sensitive.
I think yung sa amin is kapag napagalitan lang, for example, napagalitan ka sa laging late, ganyan. Ba, hindi ka napapansinin. Kasalanan naman niya yun. Diba? Bahala ka dyan.
Talaga.
Maldita ako. Pero ganun talaga. Yeah, they're very sensitive. But, yan, I think depende rin sa tao. Especially, kasi may mga Gen Z tsaka Gen Y natin. Hindi naman masyadong sensitive sa mga ganyan. They actually like being coached and they like learning also. So hindi masyado. Medyo yung mga sensitive itong medyo may mga matanders. Ay, sorry po. Yung medyo
naman, yung mga older, okay, older generation.
Older generation.
Daw kasama doon, ha? Joke.
Well, it's true. I actually, with millennials, younger employees, I haven't really seen yung mga nagtatampo na behavior when you coach them or give them criticism. Kasi yung criticism naman is said in a constructive manner. Okay, but how about Miss Daphne?
Yeah,
you had a resounding yes.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah, because kasi ganito sensitive tayo pag kino-correct, pero pag ina-appreciate hindi tayo sensitive, ba't ganun? Yes?
Tama.
Di ba?
Yes.
Pag kino-correct, feel mo kasi gusto natin lagi tayong belong friendship And because of that, pag friends na kayo, hindi mo na sinasabing totoo When you're close, you're no longer open. I always say this in my programs. Okay? Pero when you're open, you're no longer close. So, at some point, you're trying to maintain that relationship. So, pag naging open ka na, kahit na minsan para for the sake of the person you're talking to, let's say staff mo man o boss mo, at ikaw'y nagsasabi ng totoo, talagang yun, masakit yun. Truth hurts, right? Okay, but they don't see the intention behind why you're telling the truth. Yes? They don't see the love behind why you're telling the truth. So, nami-misconstrue ka, nami-misunderstood ka. Kaya nga ang tanong ko, bakit ngayon ko lang na-realize, bakit sensitive ka pag negative, pero hindi ka sensitive masyado pag positive? I don't know if that's for the culture around us, hindi ko alam. Pero for Filipinos, kasi we are warm bodies eh. Mahilig nga tayong kumanta eh. Bakit nagagaling natin kumanta?
I
What do you
don't
think?
know. Hindi ako magaling kumanta. Disintonado ako.
Drawing. Sa drawing lumalabas yun. Sa drawing. Yung emosyon. Okay?
Okay.
Diba yung emosyon eh. We're loving people actually. We're loving people to start with, to begin with. And
I think
across cultures.
we just don't know how to, we were not, we had, kasi, so I think it had to do with the way we were brought up. Pag, kasi criticism, this is just an observation, kasi I also had to manage and correct myself. Kasi there was a time, okay, yung kabataan ko. Just kidding. Okay. When I was like younger, I was very sensitive na, I was in the arts kasi before HR. So, I was very sensitive na pag kino-correct ako, hindi ako nagtatampo, nagdadabog ako. Okay? It's just like, it was a weakness that I had to correct also. Yun. So, if you, just to for me to move up kasi I really wanted to be a supervisor, and I was like also thinking ways of how to be a supervisor. I realized that was the one trait I had to address, na masyado akong sensitive, and I didn't know how to manage criticism. So that was one thing that so when I did I actually had to study, and I went to workshops also. And when I corrected that, okay, or, sort of like lessened my sensitivity, tuloy-tuloy na. I was being recognized at work. My boss noticed the change. Alam mo yun? And actually, the people around me noticed the change also. So, yun. It has something to do with also knowing your weaknesses para you can address it. So, I'll just mention na lang a comment by Mr. T.R. Gutierrez. Okay, so hi, I met you. Okay, he's also a motivational coach. Okay, so more than strategic directions, today's top management's role is to deliver appreciation even to the lowliest employee. So, when we speak, kasi alam mo yung sa mga, yung sometimes yung sa mga utility natin, we have to, also, syempre lalo na sa mga utility natin, we have to be very, mindful of how we talk to them. And also, give them appreciation.
Yes.
Okay.
Christina, may share lang siguro ako. No? With the kids kasi, and with older people, siguro, may tendency talaga na ma-offend or ma-hurt. Siguro with older people, na-hurt sila or nagtatampo sila because there's too much self-entitlement. Na, I'm too entitled. Bakit ako gagantuhin ito? Whilst with the kids or the younger ones, na-hurt sila because they feel they are not loved. Kasi the younger ones want to be loved. So, nagtatampo sila pag alam nila na parang hindi ako mahal nito. Okay? And when you be honest, or kagaya ng sinabi ni Miss Daphne kanina, when you be open to someone, malakas ang chances na ma-hurt talaga yung tao. So what you want to do is to study the way you communicate to them. The way you communicate and the way na hindi siya ma-offend. So one strategy that I use is the ahar waffle. Okay, what is the ahar waffle? Okay, so with kids, I usually tell them that A in ahar waffle is angry. Okay, I'm angry at you. I'm angry with you. Hindi at with you. I'm angry at you. I'm angry with you for not following my rules. Okay, I hate. H is for hate. I hate you for I'm hurt. Sorry, H is for hurt. So I'm hurt that you're not showing respect. Okay. A is afraid. I'm afraid that when you grow up, you're not going to finish college, something like that. And R is regret. I regret that I won't be here to always guide you. And W is wanted. All I wanted for you is to grow up to be a nice person. And A is I appreciate. I appreciate you. That F is I forgive you for doing this and that. And U is I understand. And lastly, you tell the person that I love you. That's why I'm saying all this to you. So when you communicate in a way that you are honest about how you feel, and then later on, you make the person feel that you understand the person, that you love the person, may tendency na hindi sumama yung loob niya. Mas maintindihan ka niya on why you're being honest with the condition or the situation. So that's one strategy on how we can communicate with our coworkers and also to our loved ones na hindi sila ma-offend.
Yeah. Thank you, Jonecca. How about Miss Aileen? Miss Aileen, how about those that feel underappreciated at work?
Okay. So different relationship, yeah, work relationship. Actually, right now, what's happening is my husband is on the other side of the room. He's doing coaching and kasama dun sa coaching na yun, appreciation. And it's really needed right now kasi everyone's working from home. And just like with all relationships, work relationships is really affected then by the distance between the co-workers. Being underappreciated, I just want to parang build on what Miss Daphne already said. It's a lot. It has a lot to do with your own perception, and it's because of your love language. Yun nga, kasi may point rin na well, not Filipinos most people, we disregard appreciation or even compliments, diba? Like women in the dating arena. Women, they make themselves look beautiful. Pero pag may nagsabi, uy, ang ganda mo ngayon, parang hindi, wala akong ginawang bago. Yun. So,
Tabako
yun.
nga eh.
On the other hand, yung mga hindi magandang sinabi, simula pa nung 5 years old ka, wala, nakatanim yan, nagbunga na. So, we tend to really dwell on yung mga negative things. And it's because of how our brain is wired. Our brains are really wired to look at the dangers, the things that we don't want to happen again. That's why mas nakatanim yun. Okay, so that's one. But it also has to do with love language. Some bosses, ang love language is words. So they would tell you during coaching na, oh, good job on this, blah, blah, blah. Pero if your love language is gifts, ang hinihintay mo pala GC sa Starbucks, so you don't really feel the appreciation. Yung iba ganon. So love language works for relationships, personal relationships, and also in the workplace. So we add to the love language yung personality type. Okay? May sa personality type, a lot of what people need to understand is that people are not out to get us, especially at work. I also do training sa corporate. So in terms of workplace relationships, sometimes we encounter difficult people. But wala sa sinasabi ko parati sa workshops is, walang tao na pumasok sa work na nasa to-do list nila na inisin si ganito. Yan. So no one really goes to work wishing that they would do a bad job, wishing that they would piss off someone. Instead, they are just reacting to the situations based on their personality and their love language. So I like also Chris, what you said, na you evolve. Whatever our love language is, whatever our personality type is, it's not an excuse to tell people, you need to accept me for who I am. Parang deal with me, live with me, tanggapin mo ako as I am. No. Knowing ourselves, who we are, our love language, our personality types, it's actually a stepping point for us to become better versions of who we are. And we do not need to wait for other people to understand us. What we need to do is understand ourselves and improve the kind of people that we are, and then understand others instead.
Yes, because a lot of people also ask me how to get promoted at work. Uh, and then I ask them, well, I don't do this kind of coaching. I'm more of a payroll person, okay? Okay, but I get a lot of questions, okay? How do I get promoted at work? And then, ano ba ang ginagawa mo? Okay, ano ba ang nangyari? So I just ask them that. And then why do you feel like that? Bakit kailangan mong mag-complain? Why do you need to talk to somebody to complain? So I find out why. Yun. And it's something that happens like online. Okay, that's why we have like HR shouts and whispers. Okay, but we don't publish their questions because some of it are too sensitive. Yeah. But I'll go to Miss Glenda. Glenda, paano naman yan? Okay, so you have a dating site and people, meet through your dating site. It's difficult enough na yung face-to-face. Paano naman yan through chat?
Easier nga eh, pag
Oh,
online dating. Di ba, Ken? Do you agree? Kasi,
Diskarte yan.
oo, tama. Pag online
yan,
dating kasi,
pagkatapos tanongin natin si Ken.
oo. Kasi, importante kasi sa online dating yung profile mo, di ba? Like sa HR, di ba? Sa workplace, di ba sa resume mo, dapat maganda yung picture mo, maganda yung credentials mo. So, sa dating site, ganun din. Kumbaga, minamarket mo yung sarili mo. So, syempre, besides the picture, syempre, yung conversation mo with the way that you converse or chat with the person that you're interested with. Yun.
Mm. Yun.
Oh, Ken, ikaw. Uh,
Ah,
Kasi Ken, alam mo si Ken, the first question that Glenda asked me, paano kayo nag-meet ni Ken? Si Ken I contacted Ken 3 years ago, okay, for a stress management workshop. Ayun. Tapos, we got to talking and here we are. Oh, yun.
Yun, pero yung siguro ma-share ko lang dun sa add ko lang sa sinabi ni Glenda. Siguro we're talking about online dating na rin naman eh. So doon naman papunta yung topic natin. Yun nga eh, ang laking factor ng communication and as I see all the people here are like really good with communication. Ang yun yung demographic eh. When you go to a dating site, you have to fix your profile. Ayusin mo yung theme. Minsan inaayos pa namin yan eh. Kukunan pa namin ng picture. Kasi minsan we have a lot of most of our clients are really introverted people. Diba? Agree? Diba? So, ang nangyari, there are no pictures. Wala. Anong ilalagay yung picture nila? Ang nandun sa picture, group picture. Diba? Hindi makita kung sino siya doon. So, isa sa mga steps namin yan talaga, i-tailor fit yung personality niya dun sa profile. Pero may question kasi, what if hindi ganun kaaya-aya yung personality for the other people to actually match? Okay? Doon na natin lalaruin yung mga tinatawag natin na statistics. So, kunwari, picture kami kasama kang
I have a
aso.
question. Ano
Okay.
yung kaaya-ayang personality?
Well, kasi imagine if you go to your personal Facebook profile, before you put in your profile pic, you think twice eh. It takes some time. You put decisions to it eh. 'Di ba? Hindi ka naman biglang ngayon picture ka tapos profile pic mo na eh. 'Di ba? Hindi naman eh. Kaya nga ngayon when I do profiling with clients, I just look at their Facebook profile and social media. Because before they upload it, ganun katindi yung society natin ngayon with social proof. 'Di ba? Before you upload it, ang daming factors to consider. Magugustuhan ba ako na parang hindi naman ako pogi dyan, hindi naman ako maganda dyan. Hanap ng best angle, add ng filters. Ang dami nang ginagawa ngayon eh. So, most of the time right now, nakita natin, it's hard to spot the real you online. Okay? So, right now, with what most coaches are doing is they help the client get to understand themselves more so that it's not them being fake online. They could show their authentic selves. And ang itutulong na lang ng coach doon is to tailor fit that authentic self doon sa profile kasi minsan maraming factors yan eh. Ano yung angle, ano yung description, lalagay mo ba dyan yung zodiac sign mo? Lalagay mo ba dyan yung favorite food mo? Di ba yung crush
Uso
ko na
pa ba ngayon
elementary?
yun? Yung
Love book.
nagmamatch dahil sa zodiac. Like, uso pa ba yun? Like,
Ah,
I'm an Aquarian, you're a Scorpio.
For people. Talaga.
Okay Cupid. With Okay Cupid, I think that's an option.
Okay.
That was
That's
an
the
option.
okay.
So
That's the norm.
for
In
capability,
the astrology, it can
compatibility.
help you understand more of yourself.
Ayan, master yan si Glenn. Sa kanila
Yun naman, but
nagtatanong.
I realize na astrology can help you know more of yourself if you get to understand who you are as a person.
Yes.
Yeah, tas ano lang, for those people who are bored ngayon, you could watch this series on Netflix. It's called Love is Blind.
Mhm.
I think it's something good right now na medyo since less yung physical contact natin ngayon. You could watch this. Love is Blind sa Netflix. It's a story in where they get to fall in love with people that they don't see. So, ayun lang. Wala lang.
Okay. So there's a caricature that was like I think it was floated online about yung mga mag-asawa during quarantine period nag-aaway. Okay. So uh, did any one of your clients get in touch with you how to cope with quarantine period?
Actually, that was a question that I answered in one of my Facebook lives. In fact, it is based on fact. Sa China, there was an increase in divorce filings because of the quarantines. So yun. And I'm also part of a mom's group kasi I don't think I mentioned this, but I'm a mom to 2 teens. And my husband and I are going to have our 22nd wedding anniversary this year. So a lot of people, yun yung challenge naman nila na because and I think there are commonalities between those cases na they're struggling with the fact that they're with their spouse 24/7. Number one, usually it's happening because may maliit yung space. Okay? Being quarantined in a malaking space is more manageable than if you're living in a small apartment or condo unit or tipong 1 bedroom lang, 2 bedrooms. Kasi ang nawawala rito yung me time. And that's what I really advise to spouses. Even though you are together in the same space, you need to have your own time and space for your own thoughts and yourself. Okay? And because nagkakaroon ng yun, parati sila nagkikita, that kasi this is really not the normal way of doing things in a relationship. Usually in regular married life, he goes to work, you're doing your own thing, and then pagdating ninyo sa gabi, magkukwentuhan kayo ano nangyari. Now, as in naririnig mo yung ginagawa niya, naririnig niya yung ginagawa mo. That's why it's very important for you to carve out your own me time and your own space. Second factor that I'm seeing is that ito nakikita kong common complaint, they are actually realizing that their spouses are useless. Okay, so what do I mean by useless? Siguro not useless, but insensitive. Kasi I just saw this, ito one of the recent complaints that I saw was, sabi niya, so she's the one working from home. So this is the wife. She's the one who has a work from home schedule. And then they have a 2-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 10-year-old. And she's still expected to make the breakfast, lunch, and dinner while doing the work from home thing. And then yung husband niya, who is not working right now, hindi niya alam anong ginagawa, nandun lang sa phone. Okay? So what I want to say about situations like that is the quarantine doesn't bring out that all of a sudden. Most likely, I'm 100% sure, pag boyfriend pa lang sila, nakita na niya yan. May pattern na ganon. So that's why in my coaching, I do not, yun din it's not about getting into a relationship just because you want to be in a relationship. The point is to be in a good kind of relationship. If you don't find anyone who is a match for you, that's fine. Don't be in a relationship. Kasi if you just do that, ito, yung mga nagpapadala ng mga complaints sa ganito, they saw that, for sure. I am 100% sure. Lahat ng cases pupunta sa amin. I asked them, did you ever see this kind of behavior before? Nung mag-boyfriend pa lang kayo? 100%, they say yes, pero they have this idea na once we get married, magiging ching, magically responsible na siya. Pag hindi nangyari yon, okay, when we have a kid, ching, magically magbabago siya. No. That's why know yourself, know what you need, and choose the right kind of person for you, the right kind of relationship for you. In fact, it's more true now. Parang, imagine mo may apocalypse situation. Would your current partner, boyfriend, be the kind, or girlfriend, be a kind of partner that you can rely on in an apocalypse? And pandemic lang ngayon, pero it's very applicable now. So, yung ganung situation, there are a lot of things that need to be fixed. But the most important fix that we need to have is before you commit to a relationship, a long-term relationship, fix your idea about what a relationship should be and fix your idea about the kind of love that you deserve. I mean, if you can't even depend on someone to care about the fact that you're already tired, then how can you depend on them for other things in life?
So, Glenda, do you have anything to add?
I agree with Aileen.
Yes, ako rin. Totally agree with Aileen. And yeah, committing to a marriage is a lifetime work. Sabi nga, di ba, I'm married to you because I choose you every day.
Yes.
So, grabing commitment yan. So, you have to think twice before getting into it.
Okay, how about those naman that, well, kasi madami sa atin na nanonood, I think seaman ang asawa. Okay, so nasa before pa lang sa pandemic, ano na sila, long distance relationship. So, ano naman ang ma-advise nyo sa mga LDR ever since before the pandemic?
Actually, sila nga yung experts eh. Yung iba, puro
Sila,
mga
si Donna,
beginners.
expert.
Oh.
Tanungin
Parang
natin.
trained na sila for that eh. Kasi sanay na sila with online communication. Siguro, kasi I've experienced LDR before and I had an LDR relationship for like 3 years. So, ang mahalaga doon is constant communication with each other, an honest communication with each other. Kasi you long for that person eh. Diba? So, mas mahalaga, mas importante talaga na lagi kayong nag-uusap. Lagi kayong nag-uusap and of course yung trust should be there. Kasi malayo eh. And you should trust the other person. Na, alam mo yun, kahit di siya mag-text buong araw, you still trust the person na everything is okay. That no one's doing anything. Diba? So, dapat nandun yun. And of course, syempre, andun pa rin dapat yung love. Kasi challenging ang LDR. And if, without love, why do you, still in an LDR relationship? So, those 3 things, I think, it's the most important factor when it comes to LDR relationships.
Okay. I'll just mention this kasi naaliw ako dito eh. From Patrick Tirol. Someone once said marriage is like a walk in the park, Jurassic Park.
Alpha tao.
Natawa
Alpha tao
ako.
yan.
Totoo ba, Ken?
Parang scary. Scary ba?
Hindi naman.
Kung dinosaur na pangasawa mo, siguro.
Siguro share ko lang, me and my wife, we started, she was working in Dubai. So when I got to meet her, talk to her online, she was already in Dubai. Nung naging kami, nasa Dubai na siya. Tapos, diba? Tapos parang, gets mo, parang 2 times pa lang kami nag-meet, tapos kakasal na kami pag uwi niya. Pero ang naging factor kasi sa ganung type ng relationship tulad nung sa amin is individuality. We could survive alone. Okay, hindi kami dependent on each other. Well, siguro ngayon kasi kasal na kami, magkasama kami. Pero nung panahon na yun, we didn't even there was trust, pero we could survive alone. Parang the relationship is there, pero parang kaya ako siguro siya naging naging girlfriend kasi hindi ako masyado clingy. Parang okay sige, bahala. 'Di ba? So ako doon, so yung mindset namin parehong gano'n. Kaya hindi naging issue sa amin yung LDR. It was perfectly fine. Aalis siya, o sige alis ka. Alis ako. 'Di ba? It was fun. So ayun lang naman. Individuality. That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, for LDR, for a time, si Hubby kasi was working in China. So yun, we were LDR, but actually we were boyfriend girlfriend for 12 years. Okay, so yun, 'di ba? Kasi hindi ako masyadong clingy, siya clingy. De. The opposites lang kami. Pero we actually kasi parang we have a parang it's a pact, okay, na tayo kami lang ang magkakampi. Yun, kasi yun lang yung we get each other, we're on the same wavelength. Okay. So there is a question here. Okay, I'm not sure if okay, so how can you make yourself more marketable? Siguro for dating sites. Ano ang pwedeng gawin ng isang individual?
Mukhang si Glenda sasagot niya.
Yeah. Go, Glenn.
Marketable. So the question is like, how can you make yourself delicious?
Well,
Yes.
I think you
I
can
think that's
start
the
with
right
your
word.
picture. Kasi dapat hindi siya blurred. Or
Marketable for other people.
I think, sige ma'am, okay lang.
Yeah, Miss Glenda, because you're in a dating site, so maybe you can give
Kasi
more.
actually, I think lahat naman kayo, I think you have a point na magsimula muna sa picture, di ba? So, yun yung sinasabi kanina ni Ken na kailangan yung profile mo maganda. Pero syempre, second thing is, dapat yung sa profile mo, hindi lahat isulat mo. Hindi yung buong biodata mo, ilalagay mo sa profile mo. Kasi yung iba kasi, pag nilagay nila yung pag nag-post sila ng picture, ang gwapo, ang ganda. Pero parang lahat na nandun na. So, saan pa yung thrill na makilala ka? Diba? Saan pa yung thrill na gusto kitang makilala, I want to get to know you more, I get to be more interested and motivated to chat with you, diba? So, I think siguro, para maging marketable ka, put some mystery in your profile besides looking beautiful or looking presentable. Kasi, hindi naman lahat gwapo at magaganda, pero kasi pag interesting kasi yung profile mo, mas naiinteresado yung tao.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, depende naman kasi sa anong gusto mong i-attract. So, syempre, kung gusto mo mag-attract ng hook-up, syempre, yung mga babae nagpapakita ng mga cleavage. So, depende talaga sa perspective ng tao.
Yan. Siguro, yun. Siguro sagutin ko to kasi ito yung ginagawa ko.
Yeah.
How can you make yourself marketable? Sabihin na natin ganito. You're on Facebook. And when you scroll on Facebook, nakikita mo yung mga ads. Di ba? It's the same thing with Tinder, Bumble, or either OkCupid. Kahit Facebook dating meron na yes or no. Di ba? May choice yung tao kung swipe left nila o swipe right. Ngayon, meron ko ba six-pack abs? Kasi kung wala ka naman six-pack abs, diba? You could use colorful backgrounds. Okay? You could use colorful backgrounds. Pero tingnan mo yung mga pictures mo. Very, very important dito is HD ba? May camera ka na, ang daming camera ngayon. Kung wala kang camera na DSLR or anything, humiram ka ng cellphone doon sa mayaman mong kaibigan. Di ba? Mga lamang naka-iPhone 10 yan o mga Galaxy S10. Di ba? Picture ka lang or magpa-picture ka gamit yung simple Tama mo, flashlight lang yung gamit ko, 'di ba? Pero iba pa rin yung dating niya kasi may lighting. 'Di ba? Or 4 o'clock ng hapon, doon ka mag-picture. Yun, 'di ba? Mga ganon. You use statistics. Again, you get to understand how society works. Okay? Sabihin na natin, okay, a lot of people, mababa self-confidence mo, a lot of people won't like you. Okay, fine, pero meron pa rin percentage that will like you. Okay? You have to play with the higher percentage kung gusto mo na marami kang kamatch. 'Di ba? So, ang gawin mo, yun nga Sabi ko na kanina, maraming daya. search mo lang mga psychology tricks. Bit ka ng aso kahit di mo aso, di ba? Kuha Shih Tzu. Tapos, picture, picture, picture kami kasama kang aso. Ang laki ng chance nun na mag-swipe right sila dahil sa aso, hindi dahil sa'yo. And then, doon ka na mag-build up ng conversation mo. Kaya
Wait,
minsan, di ba?
pero Kent, ano
Eh,
lang, nangyari yan sa akin sa Friendster. Basta may Shih Tzu ako. Doon ako, ang dami nakikipagkilala sa akin. Yun lang yun. Okay, yun lang comment ko. Friendster pa yung reference eh.
it's a psychology trick, di ba? I mean, you want to look more authoritative, yan, tama. Black, wear black colored, di ba? Gusto mo na medyo cool ka, polo shirt, di ba? Or t-shirt, di ba? Depende yan eh. Kaya you tailor fit your profile. Sabi mo nga, marketable, di ba? Tailor fit your profile to make the specific type of girl or guy swipe right. So kung ang type mo mga lalaki, mga lawyer, syempre, yung pormahan mo, i-fit mo dun sa mga taste nila. 'Di ba? O gusto mo makuha mo mga gamer, o di maglagay ka ng mga Mobile Legends sa background mo, 'di ba? Lagay yung Dota doon. Or
ML talaga, ML10.
yeah, I play everything eh, so okay lang. So, yun lang. Kung lalaki ka, ano lang, galingan mo makipag-usap. Kasi minsan wala naman talaga sa itsura yan eh. Pero sure ako, nasa pera rin yan. So, sure yun. Kung marami kang pera, malaki yung chance na madali lang yan. Pero,
Malaki pera. Mayaman. Gano'n. Oo.
hindi naman. Basta you have this air of confidence. You have this air of you're a funny guy. It doesn't matter about looks. Tumiming ka. I mean, kung ang age ng mga nasa 25, 26, nandun pa sila sa prime eh. Huwag kang umasa doon. Doon ka sa mga, mga nasa 30, 29, 30.
By the age, akin, ha?
Oh, ano yan, statistika, bumababa na yung taste na yun. So, ano naman. Timing ka dun sa timing ka dun sa age.
Hindi na.
So, yun yan. Sa mga guys yun. Pero for women naman, I mean, it's seduction. You could ask one of my friends, si Amira, for that seduction. Pero for guys mostly are visual. As we see more skin, we just wow, oy, nice, swipe right. Pero aminado kami sa Tinder, we just swipe right all the time. Wala na kami pakialam. Okay. Pero yun lang. Hope this helps. Again, use statistics and Google is your friend. Search mo lang. Best profiles for Tinder, best profiles for OkCupid and whatsoever. And just use what works. Yun lang.
Okay. So let's just ask recruiters to. So would that kind of principle making yourself look more marketable with the right kind of picture, is that also good for recruitment or if you're looking for a job?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. Because it's the first thing you have to see and to know and to feel. Sila parang pagkain yan, di ba? We get the attention pag maganda yung presentation. Di ba? That's the first thing eh. I also would like to add about the marketability part when it comes to relationship. Some people, well, I don't know, I'm talking from the side ng babae, okay? And sa lalaki naman ako titingin. Minsan hindi nga naman sa ganda rin. Pag misteryoso ka o matalino ka, or sometimes the way you deal with them, they get amazed eh, Which hindi mo lang napapansin yan, definitely. But for the marketability part, since we have social distancing and this is already online, yeah, I agree. Depends on sino bang tina-target mo. And I also agree that women show some skin because probably that's the kind of audience you want to have later on. But I have this friend before, way back in college. Sabi niya, how do I get interesting? Okay, yun ang sinabi niya, interesting in front of the guy. So wala pang social distancing, wala rin online. Okay? So sabi ko, how do you do it? Tinanong ko siya. Whenever, let's say for example, when they ask for your name, should I tell my name right away? Nag-isip ako, sabi ko, well, no, let's make it interesting, sabi ko. When they ask your name, you say, why do you want to know? Okay. So now you're adding up there, putting in conversation. Okay. So why do you want to know my name? You know, you're starting now. Okay. So it becomes interesting kasi pag, what's your name? Binibigay mo na lang agad yung pangalan mo. Di ba? Isa pa nga, pag pogi, bigay mo na rin number mo. Bigay mo na rin address mo. Di ba? Pag-type mo. Okay. But it goes with the personality also. And I agree, go with confidence. Pag ready ka na kasi mamamarket mo na yung sarili mo eh. When you're ready to open up yourself, probably, hit and miss. Yeah, but again, just like when we started this show kanina, di ba? When you love, you would be ready eh. Lalabas sa lahat yun eh. Okay, lalabas. When you're ready to love. Okay, when you're ready to love, lalabas na pati marketability nandun na. Maring magbago ka over the years. Yes. Maring hindi yun yung marketability mo noon. Maring ngayon, iba na yung way of marketability mo. Because we all change. People change. But sometimes, even if we have the perfect formula for showing love, accepting love, it changes over time. It changes really over time. So same thing with marketability. It has something to do again with your choices. Kung may chance ka pang makahanap, di ba? Pero in social media, medyo yun. Kasi iba creepy eh, di ba? Tama ba ako, Ken? Iba creepy.
Actually, hanggang ngayon, I get a lot of, creepy people. Parang, hi, how are you? Ganon. Binablock ko lang yun eh. Creepy talaga. Even the smile is creepy. Okay. But, kasi actually,
it's difficult to determine. No?
Creepy.
Show nudes. Send nudes.
Kaya
nudes. Show bobs. Mga ganun mga.
Okay. But, how can you use social media apps or social media, okay, very well? Hindi yung bordering on creepiness. Glenda, how can you project a better image, not creepy?
Kasi technically, when you join an online dating site, you should be aware that there are still people who are not real. Yung mga nagpapanggap. So, I always advise people na when you join, you just put a little bit of yourself. And then, pag nag-chat kayo, you get their info, like for example, Facebook. Kumbaga parang you start muna to investigate on the other person para makita mo muna kung yung tao na yun okay ba o hindi. So, pag Facebook friends na kayo, totally sinasabi ni Ken, di ba? Nandoon na talaga yung personality ng tao eh. Makikita mo kung ano ba hilig niya, malapit ba siya sa pamilya niya, traveler ba siya. So, from there, after chatting sa dating site, tapos nag-Facebook kayo, next is call na, telephone. So, bakit kailangan makipag-usap sa phone? Kasi kailangan mong malaman kung may rapport kayo o wala eh. Kasi sometimes, yung iba magaling makipag-chat. Pero pagkausap mo na sa phone, pag kaharap mo na, iba na eh. Natatawa si Ken. Diba? Parang, kumbaga, that's the reality eh. No? So, syempre, after ng phone, di nakita mo, parang okay, may connect naman. So, next na mag-invite na kayo. Kunyari, kumbaga, depende kung yung lalaki mauuna or yung babae magpapa-cute na, magsabi na, uy, samahan mo naman ako dito, pwede. Mga ganun. Ganun pa simple, di ba? Kasi, kumbaga, syempre, para makilala mo ang isang tao, talagang maganda yung magkita kayo personally. Kasi kung hindi, kahit nga magkita kayo personally, may chance pa rin na niloloko ka, di ba? So, kung, grabe talaga yung
iba yung tsura.
I always believe na you just have to be aware pag nasa online ka. Hindi pwede yung lahat na lang ibibigay mo lahat na lang ng trust. Hindi, lalo na pag sa LDR. Actually, LDR is a challenging thing kasi kumbaga hindi kayo pareho ng oras eh. So hindi mo alam talaga kung totoo ba yung sinasabi niya sa'yo, di ba? Pero like I said, sabi nila, online dating site is just a tool to help people find love. So, nasa iyo yun kung right love ba yun. Nasa tao yun.
You have to also be able to discern if it's the
Yes.
right kind of
It's true.
attention and love. Oo. Kung hindi, matutulfo kayo. Ibang show yun. Okay. 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 Miss Donna, do you have anything to add?
For me, ma'am, sa akin siguro, example, kung hindi ka happy sa relationship mo, huwag ka magsisettle. So, habang maaga, gora. Huwag mong titiisin. And then, always remember, palagi lang natin tatandaan na kahit yung body at saka soul, pag namatay, naghihiwalay. So, kung nasa happy relationship ka naman, so happy ako for you. And ang tatandaan mo lang din, walang forever. Joke lang. Bitter na.
Akala ko maganda. Papunta pala dyan. Okay.
Kung saan kayo happy, yun, i-follow nyo lang. Kung saan kayo happy, i-follow nyo lang. Basta wala kayong na-hurt na ibang tao. Just go for it.
Okay. How about okay, so let's go to we've talked about love. Okay, how about EQ? Okay, how important is having EQ, especially these days? Okay, Jonecca.
Nakamute ka. Next.
Hello. Sorry. Ayan. Kasi for me, EQ when it's important.
Mhm.
Kasi it's having a high EQ, meaning you have a high emotional intelligence. Okay? And it always reminds me with the movie Inside and Out. You know that, Inside and Out?
Yung si
So,
happiness, si sadness.
yes, with the movie, merong 5 emotions. There is happiness, meron si sadness, meron si fear, meron si disgust, and meron si angry. So, ang ginawa kasi nila dito sa movie nito, akala nila si sadness is a bad thing. Okay? So, ginawa nila, sinepress nila yung sadness until it all fell down, all crumbled down. Naapektuhan yung family niya, naapektuhan yung school, naapektuhan everything outside or everything na malapit sa kanya. Alright? Lahat ng relationships, friends, and family naapektuhan. So, having a high EQ, meaning you're nurturing, okay, all of your emotions. Let's say you're sad. Sadness isn't a bad emotion, or it's not a bad feeling. We're given emotions because it serves a purpose. Okay? When we feel mad, maybe because someone is doing us wrong. Okay? When we feel sad, maybe because we're longing for love. All right? And when we learn to use our emotions, when we learn to nurture our emotions, we can use it to our advantage.
Mhm.
Whether it's fear, whether it's angry, whether it's sadness. So, for me, ngayong ECQ, it's really important. Kasi maraming ngayon na nagkakaroon ng issue with their mental health.
Mhm.
And pag mababa ang iyong emotional intelligence, you'll have a hard time coping with our situation now.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
if ever you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious, go talk to someone. Go find a therapist. Ayan, sila can hypnotherapist. And find a professional who can really help you cope with what you're feeling at the moment.
Tsaka it's
So,
normal naman talaga to feel some tinge of sadness or be sad. Kasi hindi ka naman po pwedeng palaging happy. Pag happy ka palagi, baliw. Baliw
yeah.
ka na. Oo.
And
Okay.
with sadness kasi you're releasing eh. You're
Oo.
releasing your negative emotions.
Yes.
And syempre
Yeah.
after that, diba, if you have high EQ or emotional intelligence, okay na after, na-release mo na siya. You feel better, you feel relieved.
Yeah. It's important also to just have a balance, okay, during this time. Kasi kaya ako I establish some balance. Sometimes I tune out from social media. Kasi nga, madami ng mga negativity doon. So, Ken, do we have some questions?
Ken? Wala si Ken.
Then, nakamute pala ako. Sorry.
Nakamute.
Hindi, ito, nagtatanong lang si James. Sabi niya, Hi, Glenda, I'm single. How can I register in your dating site? Yun yung question.
Ayun, may client.
You can just put the www.kayysiao.com, kaisiao.com, and you can sign up.
O yun. Sige, kaisiao.com tapos sign up ka lang. So, type mo lang yun dun sa browser mo. Diba?
Okay. So, Ken, we'll just show some data. Okay, so this is actually a question. How can companies show some love to their employees right now? Okay, so this is a study by JobStreet. So we'll just
Sige.
pull up
Wait.
the data. Okay, so they actually did a study. Okay, 18,000 Filipinos were asked to answer a poll. Okay, and it has something to do with company culture. Okay, the culture has to, have some semblance of positivity or a positive environment. So makikita mo dito how it's described. Okay, professional, respectful, and a company that shows recognition. So, yeah. So that's the kind of culture and values of the organization that reward employees. Okay, and then look at the stats here. They also said that it's a focus on people and not just profits. Okay, so this is where yung mga physical small tokens like pizza day, gift certificates, etc. So they reward their employees, pero in a very in simple ways. Okay, and then the last slide. So it's also a company, okay, WOS culture promotes growth and learnings, okay, self-development, and of course a recognition and rewards culture. So yeah, so that's the type of company, okay, that shows the love to employees. What's your reaction to this, Miss Daphne?
Yeah, well, sorry, I was well, my screen is small because I'm using a phone, but I was really looking at it very intently, and as expected, of course. There are always 7 things people want in life. May I name them? I wish I can name 7. Okay, remember, love is number 1. You can write it down. Friendship is number 2. But in any way you can. Recognition, respect, accomplishment, security. Ilan na ba yung name ko? Security.
3?
6
Yeah.
6 na pala.
6, may isa pa nawawala. Isipin ko ulit siya. Okay, anyway, there are 7 actually, and it's very near to what I saw on the slides. No. Shall I answer the question how companies can show love?
Yes.
Or yeah, let's show love for what is happening right now, for what people need right now. Okay. What I saw in the slides, they are expected. Of course, everybody wanted to be respected. Everybody wanted to be promoted. And that is how we now define we are valued. Okay. We are valued because we're getting it. The question there is not if we are getting it. The question now is a challenge if we are not getting it. Now that we are playing a different game in the work life, it's how far or how do you define the love you want to give to your employees now? I think that's a question I want to bring out to all the companies. Okay, how do you define the love you want to bring to your employees now? Because I'm sure we cannot please everybody, yes?
Yes.
We cannot please everybody. We cannot totally give 100% love that everybody's expecting right now. Okay? So how do you do that? How do you show love? Let's be at the moment. Ano bang kailangan ng mga tao at the moment, regardless of what the slides is showing us? Really, this very immediate, at this very, very moment. What do they need? Because like I said, it's good that they are still in the workplace. For example, walang masakyan. I'm sure kasi as also one handling business, myself, mahirap kasi yung bigla kang magpapadala ng sasakyan, di kasama yun eh. Di ba? Napakahirap nun, ibigay sa empleyado. At hindi ibig sabihin na hindi binigay sa'yo, hindi ka mahal ng employer mo, no?
Yeah.
Okay, we were cut off in this lockdown in a very sudden, unexpected ways. Okay, so that was 2.5 months back. But right now, it's a totally different thing because we may still be in the same situation. And I'm sure you've given all the love you can in the first month. Marami na kayong naibigay na tulong eh. Now, here's the challenge, is how are you going to sustain the love while they're still with you? That's another challenge. So I think you have to, again, define what kind of love would you be able to extend to your employees in a very realistic way. The best way you can. I'm not saying the perfect way, okay? I'm not saying the perfect way, okay? It could be, well, rewards like intrinsic, extrinsic, well, we have those kind of rewards. Yung mga GCs, wala na yan kasi, di ba?
Well,
That was from the old norm.
and maybe it's kind of limited kasi limited din ang mga malls ngayon.
Oo, hindi na eh, no? So I think our employees right now, if I may say this, are already thinking about their families. Maybe that's one, no? Can you extend help up to your employee's family? I don't know how. Okay, again, there's cost. Again, we're looking at the cost now. But maybe you would like to, na feeling nila, hindi lang ako ang valued, pati pamilya. At some point, maybe you can do something like that. And that's a good CSR actually. Because
Yeah.
it builds your loyalty.
Yes.
No? Kasi na-extend din. Na-ECQ mo rin eh. Na-extend mo rin siya kung kakayanin ng company. I'm sure there are small ways. Let's try to find something that is not being done usual way. No, the usual way na magbibigay ka ng ano dyan, ng certificate. Okay, if they have the perfect attendance, I think there's also now we're talking about, is it attendance or participation? Tama ba ako? Performance pala.
Performance.
Attendance, performance. Diba? Ito yung mga hamon sa atin eh. Ganon din naman sa love. Okay. Even us trying to find ways with LDR. Okay, how do we sustain that? LOVE. Okay, in this time we have the distance. In this time where na-lockdown tayo, na gustong-gusto natin magka-partner, na-lockdown. Alam mo yun? So, iba-ibang sitwasyon natin ngayon. I think that's one. But the slides I saw is very acceptable. But I want everybody to start also looking beyond it, beyond what you saw in the slides. Because we are here right now in a very uncertain normal.
So we mentioned something, okay, perfect, okay? So there's no such thing as a perfect solution, okay, perfect answer now, okay? How about, okay, I'll ask Aileen, okay, how about perfect, okay, is it a fantasy or a reality in relationships?
Okay. Well, like we said, there's no such thing as perfect in life. So it's crazy that some people expect it from relationships or from a partner. Kasi parang with everything, there's the only thing that you can control is yourself. So there's no such thing as a perfect relationship kasi it's a dynamic thing. It's not an appliance that you buy and it's perfect for you. Iba nga, you buy makeup, akala mo, nung tinest mo, perfect yung color sa'yo, and then, nung ikaw na yung nag-a-apply, hindi na okay. So, you get two people, human beings. There are no perfect employees, no perfect human beings. So, you get two human beings who know themselves well enough, and these human beings, they want to improve themselves, not for anyone, but because that's the path that they're on. And then when you put these two human beings together, these people who are growth oriented, then you have a relationship that will keep on growing. But if you get two partners na they expect the other to fill their needs, they expect the other to do this and that for them, they expect the other to make them happy, they expect the relationship to make them happy, then they are going to have a really hard time at that. So no perfect relationships, just like there's nothing perfect talaga in this world, but you can have a relationship that is dynamic, that is growing, and it will go through ups and downs. Sa team building nga, di ba? Merong forming, storming, norming, performing. Sa long-term marriage, long-term relationship, ganun, paulit-ulit, paulit-ulit, same thing. So what we can hope for is to be the right kind of person, a kind of person who is improving herself or himself, and then find a partner who is like that as well. So you will have problems, but you will learn how to solve those problems. You will have challenges like here. The problems don't have to be coming from the partners themselves, but situations. So you learn how to deal with that. Growth-oriented.
That's wonderful.
Partner.
Okay, that's a wonderful advice. Okay, so we've been 10:34. Okay, it's like 1.5 hours. Okay, flew by again. Okay, so anyway, we'll have like a final round of words of advice or wisdom from our guests. Okay, we'll start with Glenda.
Tinanong mo kanina about perfection, no? Sabi mo, ano yun tungkol sa perfect, no? I always believe that there's no perfect person, but you will meet the right person for you. So, if you just believe. Kasi majority ng mga singles, lalo na pag nasa online, they just focus on the physical attribute or the financial status of the person. So, naisipin nila na when you find the right partner, it's not just about the physical or the financial status of the person. Kailangan tingnan mo yung buong pagkatao nung taong yun. Kasi in the end, pag nag-asawa ka, it's a roller coaster thing. Di ba, Ken? Tama ba? Di ba?
Roller coaster.
For all the married people here, I know you can say na talagang totoo yung sinabi ni Miss Daphne na kung ikaw ngayon ay ito, bukas pwedeng mag-iba, pwedeng magbago. So, ang pagmamahal ay dapat maging unconditional. Kasi ang partner natin, hindi naman forever na, kunyari, nag-asawa tayo ng 20, by 30, ganun pa rin. Diba? Hindi nagbabago eh. So, I just want to say thank you to Ken, to everyone, to Miss Ina for inviting me to be part of this webinar. Second time ko pa lang mag-join, so I'm talagang, kumbaga, kinakabahan pa ako sumagot. Pero thank you. I also learned a lot from the other speakers. And masasabi ko lang sa mga tao na nasa workplace na sumasali ng online dating sites right now, just keep it cool. Huwag masyado yung, kasi kadalasan yung iba pag nag-online dating, parang, alam mo yung sobrang nakikita mo sa profile nila na sobrang aggressive yung profile nila to the point na parang, alam mo yon yung gusto nila kunin lahat ng mga taong dapat ma-attract. So, saka yun, don't invest too much sa bawat taong nakikilala mo online. Kasi, ang kailangan mo dapat gawin is go with the flow, chill, and then later on observe. After observing, dun mo makikita na okay, sino ba yung pwedeng maging serious, pwedeng maging fling, pwedeng maging friend. Kasi majority naman ng nakikilala natin sa online, pwedeng maging kaibigan, pwedeng maging business partner, pwedeng maging relationship partner. Yan lang. Thank you.
Okay. So, wag maging aggressive na parang creepy na, no? Creepy. Hindi, kasi naalala ko lang yung kasi may pinakita ako kay Ken dati na nagpadala sa akin ng picture. Anyway, Jonecca, how about you? What can you share?
Nakamute ka, Nick. Nakamute.
Ayun, sorry, nakamute na naman ako. Ayan, thank you, Christina and Ken for hosting this wonderful event. We didn't actually notice, parang bitin yung 1.5 hour. So, yes, siguro one big words for tonight is may kinalaman sa ating topic today. So, for me, if you are always looking for the right one, make sure that you are the right one. Okay? Because it's a law of attraction. What you focus on, you attract. Okay? If you always looking for that soulmate, or you're looking for that person who has all these skills, all these things that you want, be that person first, and then you'll attract that person. So yeah, that's my one whole message. And yeah, if marami pa akong sasabihin but I forgot. So
do you have any upcoming projects or webinars as well, Jonecca?
Yes, by July we're working ni Ken and George with mindset masterclass. So hopefully you could stay tuned with that, and we'll update you guys.
Okay. And she's on HR Shout, so she'll also post some words of wisdom or advice on our site.
Yeah.
Yes.
More
Okay.
on mindset and motivation. So,
Great.
yeah.
Miss Daphne.
Yes. Well, okay. Love is a many splendored thing. Sinabi ko na yan ilang beses sa Facebook. I remember my logic teacher said that love is an act of the will. Okay, I don't know if you believe in that, but I think it is. It's all about choices. But for those who are not married yet or not in a relationship, they said the best way to find the right person is if you can find the right one that will make you a better person yourself.
Nako, Daphne, hindi ko papakita tong recording na to kay Habi. Nako. Tinan mo, may kede. Ganun lang kayo magkulitan.
Kasi it's always a test whether you're married. The status hindi na yun eh. In a relationship, it's always a test. It's a daily test. It's a weekly. It's a hourly test. And I'm not saying that being socially distant, that's kumbaga sa ML, Ken, level 3 na yata itong ganitong klaseng relasyon, no? We were not trained to be socially distant from our loved ones, okay? But we have to make it work through constant communication, like our other friends here have said and have mentioned earlier, okay? If there's any other way you can send love message, please do, because that's exactly what's keeping us all alive. I always say that. Okay? So, wag kong tatanggalin ng LOVE sa sarili, LOVE sa ating mga kasama at sa ating kapamilya. I think that's the message I'd always like. Pag nawala yan, wala na tayo lahat sa Facebook, wala na tayo lahat dito. Tama? So this is exactly what's keeping us alive is the LOVE we were born with. So you just really have to expand, You have to expand it and express it all around us as much as possible.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Daphne. And
thank you for having me second time around.
Yes, okay. That was like months ago, diba? About managing women.
Yes, months ago lang yun.
Oh, sabihin ko sana like years ago. Months ago.
Years ago. Okay.
Okay. So, how about Aileen? Any parting words?
Okay. I just remembered, kasi we were talking about, yung pagiging creepy, how to avoid that. Actually, on Friday, I'm going to answer that kasi one of the people who have sent me a message. So he's a guy, and he says that he wants to get to know this girl, pero yun nga, lockdown na. How can he get to know her? So how can he start approaching her online without being creepy? So sasagutin ko yan during my Facebook Live on my page, which is Coach Aileen Santos. Okay, ayan, thank you so much for that, Ken. So just search for Coach Aileen Santos and on Facebook, and then it's 9 p.m. every Friday. And on Friday nga, I'm going to answer that. How do I get to know someone online, connect with them? They don't know me yet, so how do I avoid being creepy? And in terms of this, yung parang, I would like to acknowledge also everyone who has joined into this chat. Kasi I acknowledge you because you are learning new things. And that is the most important thing when it comes to relationships. In fact, when I became a relationship coach, I had to really clarify my why. So my why is this: why am I a relationship coach? Kasi what I realize is this: minsan I start thinking kasi na parang uh, important ba yung flirting, which is what I teach, and then dating, but they're actually important. None of us would be born today kung hindi nag-flirt at nag-date yung parents natin, di ba? And what I found is that when we learn better relationship skills, then we are able to create better relationships. When we have better relationships, then we create stronger marriages. And when we have stronger marriages, we grow happier families. And as a psychologist, I know what the world needs now is happier families. All of the hurt in the world comes from brokenness and woundedness in families. And it all starts, happier families all starts with better relationship skills. So keep growing, keep learning.
Yeah. Thank you too for guesting, Aileen.
Yes, thank you for having me as well.
Okay. How about you, Donna? What did you learn?
Natuto po ako lahat. I think I learned a lot sa relationship. Mahirap for me kasi LDR kami ng husband ko. Pero kahit na example when he comes home, kasi ano siya, seaman, engineer sa tanker ship. So whenever he comes home, kahit na seldom kami nagkita, pag nasa bahay siya, we still respect yung personal space. So doon kami tumagal. Kaya matagal na kaming, umabot kami ng how many years na. And nag-aaway kami, yes, but then hindi pa naman kami nagbubugbugan so far. So wala pang ganun. Pero ayoko naman. Just to be clear lang yun. Pero yun nga, personal space, i-respect yung personal space, okay kayo.
Well, this is different, okay, from our webinars, Donna. Pero I think nahalata na ng mga guests natin na ang ating specialty ay termination. Kasi brutal ang language natin. Okay. You know, mga disciplinary, suspension, tsaka kaichu. Kaichu is Chinese for termination.
Oo. Ako, nasa happy relationship ako. I am in a very, very good relationship. Married.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Donna. And Ken, do you have anything to plug?
Siguro message lang sa mga friends natin tuning in. Yung topic kasi natin, syempre, love in the time of COVID-19. Syempre, we're all looking forward na matapos naman din yung quarantine. This is already also a good time to develop talaga yourself. Okay? Find yourself. Hindi yung, alam natin, sarap manood ng Netflix, di ba? Chill ka lang, di ba? Sa bahay. Pero if you're looking for love, make a decision to actually be lovable din. Di ba? I mean, you get to find yourself, love yourself, di ba? Pero syempre, look at the other side of the coin then. Kung ikaw ba yung babae o ikaw ba yung lalaki on the other side, would you love the person who you are now? Diba? So kung hindi pa, what would make you lovable? And you have the answers within yourself already. So yun lang. Ask the questions to yourself and get yourself to help yourself. Kasi most of the time, sabi nga ng kaibigan ko si Dr. Strix, most of the time, the person who's in our way is tayo rin. Okay, so dapat hindi na natin kalaban yung sarili natin. Yun lang. So, enjoy ako sa session na to. Super galing ng mga lovely ladies na kasama natin dito. And thank you so much for everyone. Ang ganda ng insights natin yan. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so this is something different from most of our webinars nga. And because it's the last week of May, we just wanted to have, talk about love. O, kasi malapit na rin ang June. Nagpapakasal ang mga tao pag June. Okay, so that's it. And then, but also, we're also, this 2.5 months, I think, okay, I've also, and the group, okay, we've learned a lot from the insights of people who have been sending us questions. And we're also trying to adopt a softer side to, the traditional HR processes, okay? Lalo na, I think people who know me from from my consultancy, I do specialize in termination and payroll. So this evening was really an eye opener because I learned love language, okay, and EQ. Well, I EQ naman ako, pero it's actually all our interactions with our guests from past to now. Okay, we also learn a lot. Yun. So, and we're lucky that we're able to guest these lovely ladies nga. Okay, they're available this evening and showed us a different, set of paradigm. Okay, with management and also, to manage also our personal lives. And moving forward for next week, okay, we will have other webinars, especially on employee motivation. And then we have neuroscience as applied in HR. Yun. So it has been a fruitful night. I enjoyed this discussion. And thank you to the 74 viewers, nakita ko. Thank you for your attention this evening. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.
Annyeong.